Welcome to another deep dive. This time we're taking a closer look at Nelima. Specifically, its web browsing capabilities, which are pretty groundbreaking.
Oh, yeah. They're really something else.
We've talked about large action models before, but Nelima is the first that can actually browse the web like a person.
Right.
You know, it can execute these complex tasks,
Yeah.
interact with file systems,
Well,
and even use computing resources just from simple prompts.
it's really like having a personal operating system, but in the cloud.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. You could automate almost anything from basic web searches to even, I don't know, ordering an Uber just by asking. And what I find really fascinating is the community-driven aspect.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Users can actually create and integrate their own actions.
So it's constantly learning and evolving.
Exactly. So Nelima is constantly getting smarter and more versatile thanks to the people using it.
It's true. And the potential for all this is just enormous, both for research and just everyday tasks.
Right.
There's actually a demo video that showcases all of this.
Oh, I saw that.
It's really pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about that demo. It starts with
Right, yeah.
this complex research paper on AI from our SIF.
Right.
You know, the kind that usually takes forever to really read and digest.
Yeah.
But with Nelima, instead of slogging through it all, you can just ask it to summarize the key findings, which
is awesome.
I know. And what's really impressive to me is that it doesn't just give you some generic overview.
Right.
It actually pulls out specific data points accurately.
Yeah, and it's not just understanding the content.
Right.
It's processing information from it, too.
So it's not just like I'm reading this and regurgitating it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually understanding and pulling out specific insights.
Uh-huh. And what's even cooler is that Nelima remembers details from, previous interactions.
Oh, really?
So you can have this natural conversational back and forth with it.
Oh, wow.
As you go deeper into the paper, asking follow-up questions and digging deeper into specific aspects. So
it's really like
Yeah.
having a conversation with someone who's read the paper.
Yeah.
Instead of just reading a summary.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it.
Okay, so that's the research paper part.
Yeah.
But the demo doesn't stop there. It switches gears to something a bit more relatable, which is finding the best headphones.
Oh, right. I remember this part.
So how does Nelima handle something like that? Does it just pull off links like a typical search engine would?
No, not really. I mean, it definitely goes beyond a typical search.
Right.
Like in the demo, Nelima actually goes to specific websites.
Oh, wow.
Like to major retailers and navigates through their product pages, reads descriptions, compares features, even pulls up prices from different retailers.
So it's really doing all the work of browsing for you.
Right. Yeah, that's the idea.
That's amazing. It's going to all the relevant pages and then pulling out what you need.
Exactly. And it's all happening in real time. You aren't waiting for it to process. Nelima just browses, clicks links, scrolls through pages, interacts directly with the website.
That sounds almost too good to be true. What about CAPTI CHAs? I mean, so many websites use those.
Right.
Can Nelima handle those too?
Yeah. You'd be surprised, but even those don't stop Nelima.
Right.
It can parse web pages visually.
What does that mean?
I mean, it basically means that it can see the CAPTI CHA.
Oh, wow.
And solve it. So it can even access really complex sites like Amazon without any problem.
Okay, now I'm starting to get why this is such a big deal.
Uh-huh.
It's not just searching, it's understanding,
Right.
interacting, navigating the web.
Yeah, it's on a whole other level.
In a way that, no other tool has been able to do before.
Yeah, exactly.
It almost feels human.
And that's just the beginning of what they show in the demo.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah. They also show Nelima finding a specific Reddit post about travel tips for Japan. And it doesn't just find the right post, which is impressive enough.
Right, with all those threads.
Yeah, but it can also summarize the content and even pull out additional tips from the comments.
So it's going beyond just the surface.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
And really getting that valuable information from the users.
Absolutely. And to top it all off, they even show off its contextual awareness.
Okay.
So they asked Nelima to find the nearest place to buy Reese's cups.
Okay.
And because it understands location, it's able to find the closest store that sells them.
So it's almost like
yeah.
having this personal assistant who not only knows what you want, but also where you are and can find what you need locally.
It's really remarkable.
It really opens up a lot of possibilities for real-world applications.
Oh, absolutely. And that's just the start.
I mean, it really seems like Nelima is blurring that line
Yeah.
between a simple tool and an actual digital partner. You know, it's not just about finding information anymore.
Right. It's like having this intelligent system
Yeah.
that can actually understand you and navigate all that complexity online.
It's a really good point.
Yeah.
I think what we're seeing here with Nelima's web browsing is this fundamental shift in how we interact with information online.
Okay.
It's less about us searching and more about having a system that can get that information for us.
Right. And the demo really highlights that.
It does.
I mean, we see Nelima seamlessly moving from that research paper to product comparisons, to travel planning, even finding a local store. It's like...
It really is.
It can handle any task as long as it involves the web.
Exactly. And it's just, you know, the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Remember, this demo was focused on the web browsing.
Right.
We didn't even see the file management, the program execution.
All the other things it can do.
Yeah, all that other stuff.
It's kind of overwhelming to think about all the possibilities.
It is.
But I guess let's stick with the web browsing for now. Okay.
What are some of the, I guess, key takeaways you see in terms of how this could actually change things?
Well, first of all, I think it has the potential to really improve our efficiency.
Okay.
Think about how much time we spend just searching, scrolling, clicking through links.
Trying to find what we need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nelima could do all that for us.
Freeing up our time.
Yes. And energy.
And it's not even just about saving time.
No.
It's also about getting more accurate results.
Exactly.
You know, instead of scrolling through all those pages.
Yeah, hoping you find the right answer.
Hoping you find what you need, you just hand it off to a system that understands.
And it can retrieve the best information.
Right. And because Nelima is actually interacting with those websites,
right, directly,
it can bypass a lot of the limitations of a regular search.
Totally. Like, for instance, it could access content that isn't even indexed by those search engines. It can get data from web pages that are constantly updating.
Okay.
It can even get through those paywalls.
Oh, wow.
Or subscriptions, as long as you have the credentials, of course.
It's like a personal researcher.
It is.
That can access anything.
Yeah.
And back exactly what you need.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless.
They really are.
I mean, imagine students being able to research anything without all that irrelevant information.
It's getting bogged down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or journalists being able to instantly gather and verify facts from so many sources.
Yeah. Or
think about the impact on shopping.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it could be the ultimate shopping assistant, finding the best deals, taking into account your preferences.
And your past purchases.
Your ethical considerations.
Oh, yeah.
It could completely revolutionize how we shop.
Couldn't it? Making it more personalized.
More efficient.
More fun.
I think you're right.
It's almost like having a conversation with the web.
Yeah. It's not just browsing.
Right.
It's interacting.
And that conversation is key.
Yeah.
Because it makes it so much more natural and intuitive. You know, you can ask those follow-up questions, get clarification, even have Nelima explain why it's recommending something.
Exactly. It's all about that flow of information, right?
Yes.
Tailored to your needs and interests.
Yeah, and because it's constantly learning and evolving,
right,
it's only going to get better.
At understanding and responding to you.
Exactly. Now, of course, with any powerful tool, there are downsides to consider.
Of course. Things like privacy and security.
Yeah.
And potential bias.
Oh, absolutely. As it becomes more integrated into our lives, it's so important to make sure it's used ethically.
Responsibly.
We need guidelines.
For data privacy.
Yeah. And transparency in how it's making decisions.
Right.
And we have to have ways to address those potential biases.
It's a good reminder that as we get excited about this new tech, we also need to be a part of shaping it.
Yeah, it's not just about the tech itself.
Right.
It's about the values behind it.
And that's where the community-driven aspect.
Oh, it's so important.
It's really important.
Right. Allowing users to contribute to its development means that it can reflect all those different perspectives and priorities.
So it's a collaborative effort, really.
Absolutely.
To shape this future of browsing.
And create a better experience for everybody.
So as we're kind of marveling at all that Nelima can do, we can't forget that human element.
Right.
It's up to us to make sure it's used for good.
Yeah.
Empowers people and contributes to a better, more informed world.
Well said. I think that's a good way to put it.
The future of web browsing is really in our hands.
It is.
And it's up to us to guide it in the right direction.
Absolutely.
It feels like we've only just scratched the surface with all of this.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to put it.
The demo was amazing. But it's really just a glimpse into what could be possible.
It really is.
I keep thinking about that community-driven aspect.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that anyone can contribute to Nelima's development.
It's pretty incredible.
It just opens up so many possibilities.
It really does.
So, like, what could that look like? What are we talking about here for future possibilities?
Well, imagine Nelima going beyond simple tasks,
Okay.
into some really complex problem solving.
Like what?
Instead of just finding you a cheap flight,
Yeah.
it could analyze your travel history, your preferences, even current events, and then recommend, like, the perfect trip for you.
Wow, that would be amazing.
Right.
Like having a personal travel agent?
Yeah, but one that knows you better than you know yourself.
What other possibilities?
Think about education.
Okay.
Nelima could be a personalized tutor.
Oh, wow.
Adapting to each student's learning style. It could pull resources from all over the web, create custom quizzes, even explain complex concepts in a way that makes sense.
That could really change how we learn.
Absolutely.
Making education accessible for everyone.
Exactly.
That's powerful.
And we're just getting started here, really.
What else? I mean, what else could it do?
Imagine it helping us with our finances.
Okay, yeah.
Automating our daily tasks. Creating these hyper-personalized news feeds.
Oh, wow.
I mean, the possibilities are pretty much endless.
It's exciting.
It is.
It also kind of daunting to think about.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It could change how we live and work.
Yeah, how we interact with the world.
That's why it's important to talk about this now.
Oh, definitely.
To think about those implications.
Right.
And make sure this technology is used responsibly.
We have to address those ethical questions.
Yeah, potential biases.
Make sure it empowers us.
And doesn't take away our agency.
Exactly. We need to be involved.
Yeah, informed, active participants.
Shaping this technology.
It can't just happen on its own.
It can't.
We have to guide it.
And make sure it aligns with our values.
Well, it's definitely been a fascinating deep dive.
It has.
Nelima and its capabilities.
That's that potential.
It's mind-blowing.
It really is.
It's been a pleasure exploring all of this with you.
Likewise. And to everyone listening.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Keep exploring. Keep questioning.
Stay engaged with this ever-changing world.
It's an exciting time.
It is. Until next time, stay curious and stay tuned for more deep dives.